On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the 37th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 1/20/10 to 1/22/25. And now, on to the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Sized. If this is your first time listening, here's what's going on. My name's Ben.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. You're allowed to do it that time. One scene at a time. It's a reference to something you might not even hear, listener.
New listeners, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
That's a callback to something you might hear in about 30 minutes.
At the very, very end of the episode. Did y'all know
ever.
that Aksher likes to add little bits that are cut to the very, very end of the episode after the outro?
This is, and also pertinent, this is a conversation I've had with a surprising number of people, that like people who regularly listen to the show did not realize that some of my favorite stuff happens at the very end of the episode.
Yes, I agree.
Because I first realized this when I was having people on before you were here permanently. I would have people on and I would ask them, have you listened to the show? And they would say, yeah, I listened to a few episodes to prepare. And they didn't realize, but I would point to them at the end of the episode for an outro. And they would freeze up and then admit to me that they stopped listening before that.
Yeah.
And I've had that conversation with enough people to realize that maybe people just hear us start to wrap up.
And they go, all right, I'm done.
Which, to be fair, I do with the podcast that I listen to. But hey, listener, the genuinely
absolute best, funniest bits of this podcast are in the last 30 seconds.
The last couple minutes of the show are the best. So make sure you're sticking the way.
But this part's also good. Please stick around.
Dog
Please.
Shit.
No.
Just ride that 30-second button until you get to the last minute and a half of an episode.
And then leave us 5 stars. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are watching the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon, one scene at a time. And today, we're talking about 2 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Not too short, not too long. We're back to sort of nice 90-second-ish chunks.
Yeah.
Because big things have kind of stopped happening.
Big emotions are happening in this scene.
Bella goes for a little swim. Yeah, that's the basics of it.
Little swim or big swim?
Well, let's get on into it.
Yeah.
It's a big to get there, but once she's there, she doesn't do much swimming.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't really go very far. Yeah. Let's just talk about it because Bella does not start off doing a swim. She starts off on a cliff.
Yes.
Where we saw her at the end of the last scene. Where we saw a lot of people at the end of last scene.
Yeah.
Who are shockingly nowhere to be seen.
They just turned a corner. They're going out. They're going home.
It honestly made me wonder until I saw some things that we're not going to talk about yet. It made me wonder if maybe that last scene was not the sort of montaginess was not a bunch of stuff all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it was making me wonder if the stuff with Victoria and Charlie and the wolves was happening much earlier than Bella going out there.
Yeah.
Because you think they'd run into each other on the same very specific cliffside.
Yeah, that Bella would probably hear them charging through the woods.
Or I think we even made this point, but you think the wolves would notice she's there and be like, "Hey, girly, not now.
Go home, Bella.
One of the boys is gonna drive you home. There is danger afoot."
Bella just sees Victoria jump off this cliff.
That's another thing. How did she not see that happen on the drive out?
Then it must be different times or different times in the same day.
Just perfectly timed.
Yeah.
So that they just barely miss each other. Victoria's not on the cliff top and the wolves are not on the cliff top. But you know who is on the cliff top?
Who?
It's our good friend Ghost Edward.
It's Ghost Edward!
He's there. Is he wearing the same outfit every time we see him?
Is he?
I think
he's in a suit, right?
I think he's wearing that same suit when he had the sort of when he airbutted Bella.
Yes. Oh my God, that's the only thing she can picture him in.
Because it's
the very last time she saw him.
She's forgotten every other outfit he's worn.
Oh no. Okay,
Wow.
wait, no. Well. What have we here? We have last scene.
Yes.
Bella remembers Edward in the parking lot at school. And I think remembers him in school clothes or casual wear.
Yeah, I don't think Edward's Edward's just barely not the kind of guy who would wear a suit to school.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's teetering on that line.
He definitely... He probably had that phase, especially because he's been going to high school for like 100 years now. And so I'm sure when he started going to high school, they were wearing full suits. And I bet like by the like 70s or 80s, whatever, when that was not a thing anymore at the schools he was going to, he was probably still doing it for a little while.
We had a kid at my school who wore a suit every single day.
Did he?
And he also brought a briefcase to school.
That was going to be my next question.
Yes, he brought a briefcase to school every day.
Don't do this.
You wanted me to be human. Watch me.
And good for her talking back to this piece of shit.
Probably sounded cooler in her head.
Yeah, but I do think it is something he brought up, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't belong in my world.
Yeah.
Because, I want you to stay safe and vampires are dangerous.
Ryan,
like,
I want you to...
I'll show you humans can do dangerous shit.
I want you to experience the human life that I never did, and I'm going to make that decision for you.
Yeah.
She does the sensible thing. She takes off her jacket and her jewelry.
Yes.
She's clearly planning on like coming back up there.
Yes.
So it can't be that life-threatening.
No, I think it's really just that she wants the rush.
Right.
She just wants that adrenaline, and the impulsive thought has won, and she's like, well, no one's around to tell me I shouldn't jump off the cliff. So I guess I'm gonna do that'd be so silly if I did do that, right, guys?
Edward's definitely the type to see Bella doing something not even mildly dangerous, something like 2 steps below dangerous, and be like, no, Bella, you'll die forever.
Bella, please.
Bella, just go home and sit on some bubble wrap. Don't do anything.
Bella, I've actually sealed you in a bubble wrap room so that my precious girl cannot hurt herself.
Got you a sleeping bag, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Please. For me.
You won't stay with me any other way.
Bella, please.
Bella doesn't really jump off the cliff so much as she just sort of takes a step.
Yeah, she just kind of walks off.
And listener, if you ever go
Just like,
cliff diving, you should definitely jump out away from the cliff.
Yeah, it's not even cliff diving.
Right.
It's just cliff falling.
It is, and that's
Cliff
really
gravity?
That's really dangerous because lucky for her that cliff is perfectly straight down.
Yeah.
But if it comes out even a little bit, she's in big trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God there aren't massive rocks at the bottom.
For real. She hits the water and is alive.
Miraculously.
She's having a great time.
She's just swimming. She comes up for air. She's like,
It's how Bella got her groove back. She's like alive again for the first time in a long time.
I was looking at behind the scenes for this because I was like, okay, like how did they go about filming this whole like her in the water thing?
Yeah.
And I'll talk a little bit more about it in a second when we get to a moment here in the water. But apparently this was shot in a giant outdoor water tank.
Makes sense.
They had little like tiny green screen panels with like levers that would push the water in the form of waves so that they could like edit them out. Kristen Stewart did it all herself.
Wow, good for her.
She did all this swimming in this big pool.
Wow. Bella's having a fun old time in the water, and who comes along to spoil that fun? That's right, it's a big old wave.
Yeah, it's a huge wave.
Big mean Mr. Wave comes crashing down and pushes Bella directly downwards.
Yeah.
Not like she doesn't move with the tide. She just goes straight down.
No, I don't know the physics of it. All I know is, this was the other thing I was going to mention about behind the scenes.
Yeah.
For that shot with the big current that comes in, they released 3,000 gallons of water at once to
Wow.
just fucking knock over Kristen Stewart.
Get her ass.
Yeah, get her.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Get dunked, idiot. As if that wasn't enough, another wave comes and hits Bella.
Yeah.
Because she's just angered Neptune or something.
Yeah, I don't know what. It seemed like it was like a relatively like calm waters as she was like driving up. It also doesn't seem like there's like a storm or anything happening.
It's, overcast as it usually is in this area, which is why the vampires live there.
But it's not like, I don't know, we have no other indications leading up to this that like, yeah, the water's crazy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. She gets lost under the water, doesn't know which
She
way the
does.
surface is.
Which way is up? Which way is down? You
It's a
gotta
real
follow the
danger.
bubbles, Bella.
Follow the bubbles, Bella.
Yeah, they'll go to the surface.
So will you.
Yeah.
But what's that? She sees off in the distance swimming towards her.
This scared me.
This was unexpected.
This was an jump scare.
I've seen this movie a few times, and I always remember Edward. We'll talk, Ghost Edward appearing.
Yeah, well, because I feel like the thing, we'll talk in a second, it's like a very iconic shot from the movie.
Yeah, it is. But I
this
always
is
forget
not,
that, like,
it's iconic in its own way.
is it the Little Mermaid? No,
No.
it's a different underwater redhead.
No.
It's Victoria.
It's Victoria. What the fuck are you
Has she just been
doing down
hanging
there?
out?
I don't know.
She escaped the wolves. She
Yeah.
jumped into the water and was just like, I'm cool here. They won't get me. So she just hangs out there.
Yeah, she
and
just
then
said,
she sees Bella?
I know Bella must be jumping into the water, so I'll just wait here.
Or was it a situation of like, well, I can't get back on land because the wolves will
the
eat
wolves
my
will get
ass.
me, so I got to swim around.
I got to stay in the water for a little bit until they
I'll
lose
be
interest
back.
and go away.
Because, yeah, as vampires, they don't need air, right? They don't have, like, real lungs.
No, I don't think so.
So she could just hang out down there as long as she wants.
Yeah. And she
She could just lie in wait.
super vampire strong and fast, so she could just like swim around. There's like a
Through
little
the water.
speedboat, just Michael Phelpsing all over that
Do you think
place.
she could run on water? She's so fast.
No, I don't think so.
I want to believe.
I don't.
Okay,
She
then
too-
don't.
She's made of rock. She's too heavy.
You know what? This is a fun fact I was going to bring up in the next episode, but
Oh?
I'll bring it up now just because I was curious.
Vampires aren't neutrally buoyant. They naturally sink.
They should sink.
They should sink.
They should sink. I was looking it up because I don't know buoyancy math off the top
Uh-huh.
of my head. Yeah, you need something with less than 1 gram per cubic centimeter density to be able to
Right.
float in the water. If it's heavier than that, it should sink. Lighter than that, it floats. For context, humans are like 0.98 grams per cubic centimeter, so we
Perfect.
are like just buoyant enough. In the series, and I think in the illustrated guide, they describe the vampires as being granite-like.
Yeah.
Or like as dense as granite, as
Yeah.
strong as granite. So I was like, okay, I'll use that as my frame of reference. The density of granite is 2.65 to 2.75 grams per cubic centimeter. That diva should be sunk at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, she should be, or like treading water, like
Yeah.
an electric egg beater,
Yeah.
or like. Does it ever mention in the Twilight Illustrated Guide or anywhere that the vampires are especially heavy?
I don't.
'Cause I don't think it comes up in the movies. We know they're cold and hard.
Yeah, we know that they're like they're hard because Bella's like, yeah, he feels like marble or stone.
Yeah.
But I imagine in Stephanie Meyer's world, they probably still weigh a normal amount. Otherwise, I feel like if they were like a 6'1" piece of marble moving through the world, they would be crushing everything that they interacted with. Like, imagine, I don't know how tall Robert Pattinson is. Let's say 6 foot, just to be
Sure.
Even.
Make him shorter than
He's
you.
sitting in. Yeah, make him shorter than me.
Little man.
I want to be better than him. Imagine a 6 foot piece of marble or granite sitting on like a science chair in like a regular school.
Yeah.
Like that thing's gonna crush that chair.
Or like getting weighed at his physical.
Yeah. They'd be like, hello, sir, you weigh like 1,600
Yeah.
pounds.
Hey, dude, what's wrong with you?
That's kind of fucked up. So I feel like that doesn't apply in this universe, but for the sake of this specific moment, I want to believe it does, because I want to believe Victoria's just at the bottom of the sea going,
Yeah.
uppies, I can't get back up. Shit. Okay, I gotta walk back to the shore.
Yeah. I just some cursory Google searches saying that, yeah, they're a little bit heavier than normal, but I don't know. They should be like 3 or 4
Yeah.
times the average.
If they have a crystalline structure and they are that hard as is implied, they should weigh more than a regular person.
We are on the same page here.
But yeah, Victoria scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. What the hell? Diva, go away.
She is charging at Bella.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Nothing ever comes of that.
No, and this was my question.
Yes.
Because Bella, right after this, like the water like pushes her back or she panics and she hits her head very gently, mind you.
I don't know about very gently.
Yeah.
She passes out.
I know, but the way it looks in the scene is like a
Well, it couldn't
gentle
actually
kinda
ring her bell.
Fair.
Yeah.
We don't want Kristen Stewart actually getting a concussion.
No.
But the way it looks in the scene.
The movie girl Bella does bang her head against a rock for the second time in this movie.
Yes. Like she passes out and she starts kind of hallucinating.
Uh-huh.
But then nothing comes of Victoria.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so Bella's like near the surface of the water.
Right.
Victoria, that we just saw, is actively climbing towards the surface.
Headed directly to Bella.
Heading directly towards her. She doesn't get her?
Right. Bella's like a dead target now.
Yeah,
it should
Bella's
be so
doing,
easy.
She's just floating there.
Victoria should get her.
Yeah.
But she doesn't.
So then my thought was, is Bella starting to like lose air and is like hallucinating this? Like she pictures that like she's so scared about what's going on and the Victoria of it all that she kind of like a ghost Edward, like, oh shit, this is coming at me. I don't know.
I don't know either. And we don't learn because Ghost Edward sort of appears to her
in like the most emo shit. Bella's just floating there doing nothing, and Ghost Edward just like pops in upside down, so they're like opposite one another.
Yeah.
It's a really cool shot. I will give Chris that.
Sure.
I think this is such a good visual metaphor for like the big emotions, like the oh my god,
it's
what is
emo
the
as
word?
hell.
It's emo as hell. I think it's just like it's so like I'm 16 and this is deep.
Yes.
You know, of like, oh, and I'm
angsty.
trapped underwater with my boyfriend and he's the last thing I'm gonna
I'm
see.
a drowned body and my boyfriend wears a well-fitting suit.
And we're both kind of not in black and white or sepia, but like all the colors are muted.
Yeah.
But then a hand comes and grabs our girl.
Wow.
And then my favorite part of this whole scene is Bella's hand as she's being dragged out of the water brushes against Ghost Edward and he just like dissolves into like murky water.
Whoosh.
And I'm like, that's so good looking. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean they had their assignment, make it emo as hell.
Yes, and
they did it.
It works so well.
It's exactly what it needs to be.
This is two back-to-back scenes that are like stylistically done so incredibly well. And I wish parts of this movie's writing were better, but my God, the visuals are really good.
You hear that, Chris, who directed but did not write this movie? You only did the good stuff, bud.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like there is a reason this movie, I feel like amongst the fandom tends to be people's favorite or among their favorites.
It is my favorite. I think it's the best of the movie.
Yeah, because it has like such a strong visual language.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one does as well, but the first one is like so camp silly in some parts. Like this just has like, I don't know, it's larger than life in its presentation.
Yeah.
And I really like this ending.
I do too.
Yeah.
And that's where the scene ends.
That's where the scene ends. Now, can I read to you the very end of this chapter in the book?
Yes.
As Bella is falling, she's in the water. Okay, this is going to be like a page and a quarter, but I think it's really good and really dramatic. And I remember reading this when I did my reread earlier this year and being like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is emo as hell. And I love it. And I love Stephanie Meyer just going in on the drama of it all.
I've got my mug of tea and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, this is from chapter 15 of New Moon. This is when Bella is already in the water. One difference between the movie and the book is that when Bella's in the water, Ghost Edward is still talking to her. I feel like once Bella hits the water in the movie, he's like, all right, Diva, you're on your own. Good luck.
I'm just going to hang out here, but I'm not saying anything.
So when I say that somebody is talking, it is Ghost Edward in this context. But Akshay, if we could get our reading music back. Thank you so much. Fight it, he yelled. Damn it, Bella, keep fighting. Why? In italics. Why? I didn't want to fight anymore. And it wasn't the lightheadedness or the cold or the failure of my arms as the muscles gave out in exhaustion that made me content to stay where I was. I was almost happy that it was over. This was an easier death than the others I'd faced. Oddly peaceful. I thought briefly of the cliches about how you were supposed to see your life flash before your eyes. I was so much luckier. Who wanted to see a rerun anyway? I saw him, and I had no will to fight. It was so clear, so much more defined than any memory. My subconscious had stored Edward away in flawless detail, saving him for this final moment. I could see his perfect face as if he were really there. The exact shade of his icy skin, the shape of his lips, the line of his jaw, the gold glinting in his furious eyes. He was angry, naturally, that I was giving up. His teeth were clenched and his nostrils flared with rage. No, Bella, no! My ears were flooded with the freezing water, but his voice was clearer than ever. I ignored his words and concentrated on the sound of his voice. Why would I fight when I was so happy where I was? Even as my lungs burned for more air and my legs cramped in the icy cold, I was content. I'd forgotten what real happiness felt like. Happiness. It made the whole dying thing pretty bearable. The current won at that moment, shoving me abruptly against something hard, a rock invisible in the gloom. It hit me solidly across the chest, slamming me like an iron bar, and the breath whooshed out of my lungs, escaping in a thick cloud of silver bubbles. Water flooded down my throat, choking and burning. The iron bar seemed to be dragging me, pulling me away from Edward, deeper into the dark, to the ocean floor. Goodbye. I love you.
Wow.
Was my last thought.
Oh my God.
It's so fucking emo. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
This would be a very different scene if they had included Edward yelling like a football coach.
Yeah. No, try harder.
Damn it. Yeah.
God damn it, Bella. You know how to swim.
It's thematically more appropriate if he's just sort of there also looking like a dead body.
But the fact that, like, Bella in the book, and we assume, is of a similar mindset in the movie, but of course we can't get all of this subtext, is like so off kilter and is so euphoric in dying that she's like, This is all I need. I don't even need him to be here. Just the idea of him is enough for me to die happy. Girly.
Wow.
Right?
That's
it's I love it.
Yeah.
It's so dramatic and I love it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's good, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of a song.
Are you trying to remember the name of the song playing at the end of this?
Sorry, the song's called Into the Ocean by Blue October.
Is what you're thinking
Yeah.
of? Well, the song playing at the end of this scene is Slow Life by Grizzly Bear.
Wow.
This is such a good scene.
You really enjoyed this one.
I think I liked the last one more. I think this one alongside the book is my favorite thus far because I think it's got great visuals. The emotion is so high. We're at like an emotional climax for Bella because this is the closest she gets to like dying in her adrenaline rush she's been going with. Like this is the most dangerous she's been.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's enough of a wake-up call for her still.
Well,
she's in too deep, literally and figuratively.
Only one way to find out, and that's to keep watching the movie.
I guess.
But to do that, we first have to name this scene.
We have to name this scene.
If we were to give this same scene a name, what would it be? And it's going to be the name of the episode, so let's make it good. My first thought, I like the sound of Follow the Bubbles, Bella.
Follow the Bubbles, Bella.
It's what we're talking about. It's potentially life-saving advice to the listener.
Ooh.
What do you got?
I had something, I was thinking of like something with Victoria and like the SpongeBob who lives in a pineapple under the sea and like Victoria on the bottom of the ocean, but I don't think it works.
Who
sinks like granite under the sea.
Yeah, who sinks to the bottom of La Push Beach. Victoria. But that's a bit of a...
I know, but it's hard with a title.
It's
for
hard
people
to
get
make that a
the
title.
Thing. So I think follow the bubbles, Bella.
Follow the bubbles, Bella.
Follow the exclamation point because
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is urgent.
Follow the bubbles, comma, Bella, exclamation point.
Yeah, got to get all the good grammar in there.
And it's good advice for the listener.
Yeah,
If
everybody, if you're trapped underwater and
Yeah.
you can see, follow the direction of the bubbles. That will guide you to the surface.
Yeah.
Everybody, learn to swim. If you don't know how to swim, it is important for safety. Go learn to swim.
Do that. Take
Yeah.
it from me, a former lifeguard.
And take it from me, my sister was a lifeguard.
There you go. Sarah Murphy. Is there anything you want to promote?
Yes, I want to promote if you are in the Chicagoland area.
Wait a minute, I am.
Yes, you
Yeah.
and others.
Like my cat?
Yeah, well, I don't think Blaine could go to this, but
I don't wanna be there.
If you are in the Chicagoland area, this is in Chicago, I believe, for the next year-ish.
Year?
But at the Field Museum.
Oh?
There is a Pokemon fossil exhibit that I went to on Sunday with Megan. It is incredibly well done. It is like real life fossils alongside fossil type Pokemon.
Sure.
And it
Your
like is
Omastars.
written as if it's like in real world, and
Yeah.
they act like the science of Pokemon is very real. It's incredibly well done. We had such a good time. If you're in the Chicagoland area, if you're a fan of Pokemon in any way, I highly recommend it. It's just very cute and a good excuse to go to the Field Museum. Because in my time in Chicago, I'd never been to the Field Museum.
I think I've been exactly once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go check out the Pokemon exhibit at the Field Museum and say hi to Sue the T-Rex.
There you go.
Hey, Benny Bear, what do you want to promote?
Hey, I want to promote moving all of your furniture.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
I had a couple days off in a row this past weekend, and I started cleaning one particular area of the living room, and I saw more stuff to clean under the couch, and I was like, well, I got to move this, and if I got to move this, I got to move the other thing. I got to move the bookcase, and eventually, at some point, just like all the furniture in this room we're sitting in now was like up against the door.
Yeah.
And I was just like deep cleaning the entire room, and I got a surprising amount of human and cat hair out of this room.
Hell yeah.
And I just like went room by room doing that around the apartment, and the apartment smells a little better, and
Great.
the furniture is arranged a little bit better, and we saw a bunch of stuff we were like, we don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
So listener, do that.
Yeah, do a good deep clean.
Good deep clean, and you know what? Just see what your desk looks like on that wall.
Yeah. Ooh, I love
Just for
what you did
fun.
with the place.
Maybe it doesn't work, but
it
that's
might.
okay.
Yeah,
it
but you
might.
tried.
Yeah, you did.
And that's what matters.
That's what I want to promote. I also want to promote patreon.com/Twilight
Yes.
Podcast. If you want to hear me and Sarah and our editor Ben talk about the movie Cheaper by the Dozen 2, because
Which
Taylor
I know
Lautner is
you are
in it.
all dying to hear.
I know you're all big fans of that family classic.
Oh, yeah. And you remember every child's name from that movie.
Oh,
Just like us,
like-
we definitely paid attention to
Such
that.
as
Sarah,
because it's your name.
because it's my name.
And the other one I remember is Lorraine.
Lorraine, that's it.
Yeah.
I only remember 2.
And those are the only 2. There's 12 kids. So
Sorry
only 2
to
of
them
got
other
names.
10.
No one gives a shit about them.
Yeah, they're fine.
Even to this day. If you want to listen to us say those sorts of things, make nearly identical jokes to those, you can go to patreon.com/Twilight Podcast, and for a mere $5 a month, you can hear us talk about that movie and other movies, and maybe do some other things. We've got big plans for the Patreon coming up.
Yeah. So keep an eye out.
Get in while it's hot. You can also follow the show on social media at bitesizedpod_, or send an email to my favorite Twilight podcast, at gmail.com. If you want to maybe perhaps hear your words you writ spake aloud by either Sarah or myself. Thank you to my editor, Ben Oxher, for putting this show together. Thank you to the band's swimwear department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. And that is it. As we always say at the end of every episode, Sarah's got the book. She's ready to go. Here it is.
Fight! Damn it, Bella! Keep fighting!
See you next time. All right, you ready to roll?
I am. Do I still have waveforms?
Yeah, you
Just
look normal.
No, just because I adjusted the mic again. I wanted to be sure.
No, you're good.
All right.
All
then
right.
absolutely. I got my notes. I'm ready.
All right.
He wasn't ready. He had to sip his little tea. What flavor?
English breakfast.
But it's dinner time.
And I'm American.
What?
I know. Rebellious on two accounts. We are watching and discussing the 37th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 1:20:10 to 1:22:25. And now, on to the episode.
I just had to fight myself saying new moon because I think we've Pavloved me into doing this, that I was like, no, this isn't the time when you talk.
This is my time to speak.
This is A Bear's turn with the talking microphone.
Silent woman.
And I will be. I know my place.
Oh man, we've now entered the part of the episode that I'm not going to cut out before I send to auction.